Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. We are on the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whoever may be listening. This will be a blacked out reading, so there will be no visual. Thank you all for being okay with that. In general reading, if I didn't say that, you can take it however it may resonate. Work, family, friends, romance, however. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I keep hearing Paris or parents. Pairs, whether that's Pairs or Pears, I don't know. Pairs, and then I heard pliers, pliers, players. Then I heard true players, true players. So yeah, this is pretty dope. It's coming across to me as if I heard magnet or magnificent. Then I heard thugnificent. So gangstalicious. So I don't know if like the Boondocks or like predictable programming is a really big factor to where someone may have been making a parody of something, a skit about something, making a mockery of something or someone. And this shit all seemed to be coming true or coming to life. Like, damn, they said this back then. Kind of like how The Simpsons was like predicting a lot of things, but it feels like a lot of predictive programming is a really big factor in this equation, especially if someone is trying to program someone to think like them, walk like them, talk like them, or believe in what they believe in. It's almost like someone is trying to convert someone to their beliefs. But I heard they're like Jim Jones. You know what I mean? This energy is more like Jim Jones. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I don't mean balling Jim Jones. I'm talking about Jim Jones, the cult, okay? Jim Jones, the leader, Jim Jones. Drink the Kool-Aid, Jim Jones, okay? If y'all have never like watched the documentary on Jonestown, please do. It's just something about how charismatic somebody like that can be. To be able to get others to convince others to kill themselves. You know what I mean? Because it feels like a spiritual force, a spiritual entity that is pretending to be very godly or very godlike, who is very manipulative, very conniving, very deceptive, especially if somebody's name is D in this equation. I heard that very loud and clear. It's D. Yeah, this person seems like they try to play as if they are a saint, but this person looks like they and not that, I just don't believe anybody is a saint. You know what I mean? But this energy looks like they are intentionally trying to look like a pastor or trying to look like a good person or trying to look like a professional or look like someone's friend, companion, confidant. Okay, as if they're a reliable source in some type of way. This energy is manipulative and conniving. Again, very deceptive. I keep hearing D. Dee Dee. Somebody is really fucking sorry. They look really sorry. I heard Corey, Courtney, Corny, something like that. And I heard Kane. Very loud and clear. Kane. I don't know how that'll resonate. Kane, you know. Then I heard cancer. Something about cancer sticks. I don't know if somebody in this equation smokes cigarettes or somebody who is trying to quit smoking cigarettes is a really big factor. Because it feels like they're down, like they're cutting down on how much they're smoking or how much they're consuming or how much they want to fight. Okay, it's almost like somebody is calming down in a situation or starting to really find a sense of happiness. You know, they look really fulfilled with life, especially if they found a business partner or if they found somebody that means a lot to them and they just owe this person an apology, because it feels like somebody who's had their family, friends, church, their wife, their husband, their best friend, somebody has been in their ear or there's been some type of spiritual influence over this person that has been causing them to sabotage relationships that mean a lot to them. It's almost like somebody's like, well, in my religion we do this, so I can't be with you because you don't believe in what I believe in, type shit. And they're starting to realize that their religion is keeping them from being open-minded. Their beliefs are restricting them from expanding their horizons, expanding their brand, expanding their finances. Um, you know, it's almost like somebody is enslaved to the church. They're a slave to the church. They're a slave to their spouse. They're a slave to their family. They're a slave to this company. They look like a slave. Okay. And it's almost like they're being tortured mentally or psychologically because they know this is not where they want to be. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody who is pretending to be in love, pretending to be in a happy relationship, but they're tormented in this relationship because it's hell. And they know that. They know that this is hell. So it's like, I know God did not intend for me to live like this, be with this person, you know, because I already know where I want to be. Donnell Jones, where I want to be, is what I'm hearing. That's Donnell Jones, right? I keep hearing case. I keep hearing case. Case. Sitar. Sitar. I'm seeing Sitar. Sitar. That's really interesting. Mooney. Mooney. And then I heard moonlight. Moonlight. Maybe a very dark complected person in this equation. That may be a huge factor, especially if this person is sorry. Somebody here just looks so sorry, especially because I heard they booked the ticket because this person booked the ticket. They went to this because this person was going to this. They're doing this because this person, you get what I'm saying? It's like monkey see, monkey do. And somebody's tired of having someone tag along with them everywhere, or tired of feeling like they have to explain their every move. You know what I mean? Just like somebody who is now living under a microscope or has to ask permission to do things, permission to move around, or you know what I mean? Like they may be dependent on someone else right now, whether they're dependent on this person financially, for their mobility, you know what I mean? Or for them to learn their job, learn how to maneuver in this situation. Like it's almost like they're just waiting for more information, waiting for details, or waiting for feedback, waiting for a response, you know? But I heard there's an approval. I heard it only takes 10 days. And then I heard 3 to 6. So it really doesn't feel like this process is going to take any longer than 9 days. I don't know how that's going to resonate. I heard 90s, 9 days, 90s, something like that. Because it's coming across to me as if somebody has found what they're passionate about. They know what they're passionate about. It just looks like they have to get this monkey off of their back to be able to focus on their passion. And even if that monkey is somebody, it doesn't have to be an addiction. This monkey could be somebody, you know, especially if it's somebody that's very conniving and manipulative and this person is balding, like this person is losing her hair or something like that is a really big factor. I heard they cut their hair in their sleep. Like somebody may be trying to cut somebody's hair in their sleep, or trying to damage somebody's image while they're asleep, or do things to them that again torment them. They may be having nightmares while they're sleeping. You get what I'm saying? They may you know, be having very bad visions, that type of stuff. But again, it feels like they're being tormented because they're on their way to a breakthrough. You know, it's almost like damn. And that's crazy, because that's something that I learned from Bobby Hemmett a long time ago. Was like when we go through our spiritual awakenings and we go through those moments to where we have dreams, well, kind of nightmares in a sense, to where we feel like things are attacking us, or like you have those dreams to where it feels like you're at a door and it's like something is scaring you from going towards that door. That's when you know you're about to go through some type of breakthrough in your life or in your spiritual life, because the demons are trying to prevent you from entering that door to go to this next level. You get what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people stop with their spiritual path, because they get too scared to face their demons. I hope that makes sense. The deeper that we dig spiritually, the bigger that those demons are, but the bigger our spirit is, the greater we are. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, small things to a giant. That just came up, and I think maybe the Cancer reading. So it's just like, yeah, this shit is nothing now. You know what I mean? I don't care if I see a entity in front of me. You know what I mean? I know that I have the courage and the will inside myself, the godly spirit inside myself, to be able to face these demons, to be able to take these energies on, because I know that I'm protected. Okay. And that's it's like, once you continue to go through those processes, you just don't get scared anymore. You know what I mean? You just accept the fact that that shit is it is what it is. You know what I mean? But once you know yourself, the motherfuckers can't touch you. They don't affect you. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of force. So, and it just feels like somebody who's raising her frequency, raising her vibration, and there are people or energies or entities that are trying to scare them out of moving into this next level, out of moving into their God self. You hear me? And they are, it feels like they may be succumbing to the demons, or they may be in a space to where they possibly are drinking a lot. They may be in a space to where they are smoking a lot or overindulging in intoxicating their body. You know what I mean? Especially, or sex may be a really big factor, especially if this person feels possessed by the Jezebel spirit or haunted by a Jezebel spirit. You know, I heard they date older women. This person has a habit of dating older women or something like that, feels like a really big factor. But it feels like this is where they seek out comfort. They seek out comfort from older women. So this person may be dating somebody with gray hair, you know, but they may be super young. Or this person may be dating somebody that's old enough to be their parent or something like that. But again, this is how they find comfort in it, her sugar mama. Yeah, so they may be getting cashed out. Like, this definitely could somebody that's dating like older women that cash them out. I heard fat girls. That's crazy. I heard that very loud and clear. So somebody may be preying on women that they feel have low self-esteem, or they feel would just give to them. You know what I mean? Give them things, do things for them without asking, you know, or without considering what they're doing with their money, their time, shit, they debit card, whatever the fuck, right? Because they're just happy to have company. So it feels like somebody is now realizing that they may have found, like I said, this may be a heavy set woman, but this bitch got confidence. You hear me? This woman got confidence. So they're not about to just run over this person like they thought that they were. They thought that they have found like a flunky or a dummy, or again, like this is just what they're typically used to doing. Oh, if I fuck with an older girl, I can do whatever I want to her. If I fuck with this big girl, she gonna cash me out. She gonna do whatever. You feel me? Because it is a stereotype. You know what I mean? That big girls cash their dudes out. That is a stereotype. So it feels like this person found the big girl that don't get down like that. You know what I mean? Like the big girl with confidence, the big girl that actually loves herself. You feel me? Or they found an energy that don't cash nobody out. Like they are on the receiving end, okay? We collect funds. So it feels like somebody is in a space to where they have met their match romantically and they don't know what to do about it. So they may try to abuse this person or tarnish this person's image, or try to abuse this person sexually, or try to be very aggressive with this person when it comes to they'll try to intentionally make this energy jealous, okay, to be able to get what they want out of them, okay. So if, say for instance, this person's like, yeah, can I hold that, can I hold some money, and you tell them no, they'll go fuck around and cheat on you or act like they're cheating on you so you can give them the money. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, oh hell no. Like I said, this is a woman with confidence. Like I don't think that this person gets that. Or man or woman, I don't think this person gets that they're fucking with somebody who has been around the block. So it's like, you got to come harder than that. Like, I done met your demons 1,000 times. I done met demons just like you 1,000 fucking times. Like, you ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. You feel me? Because it feels like somebody thought that could possibly intimidate somebody by making them feel vulnerable, or by making them feel like, again, they weren't going to stay. They weren't going to stay put. It's like, if you don't cash me out, if you don't do this for me, then I'm about to go find somebody who will. And it's like, well, bitch, go do that. The fuck? Go do that. You know what I mean? And they're not used to that response. They are not used to that response. So it feels like somebody is used to people calling them. I heard calling them collect. What? Calling them collect? So I don't know if somebody is calling. I heard calling from the county. So they may be calling from jail, but I don't have jail here. It feels like somebody, they may be calling from another city or state or something. Or I heard Publix or publish. It feels like somebody who is coming to collect. You know what I mean? But it feels like the devil coming to collect what this person sold to them, which was their soul. Or, you feel me? So it's almost like they don't have nothing because they aren't trying to worship Satan anymore, or they aren't trying to live ungodly anymore. So it's almost like they're being stripped of their identity, their funds. They're being stripped of everything. You hear me? To the point to where they may be getting mocked, they may be getting teased, they may be, again, people may be really taking advantage of them emotionally and financially in some type of way. Sexually, they may be getting ah, tempted, tempted. But it feels like they're getting tempted by energies that that they know are off limits, energies that they know they should not be touching. You know what I mean? Or trying to tempt energies that they know are off limits. Especially if this is like their friend's spouse. Possible Taurus, possible Virgo, possible Capricorn, possible Libra, possible Gemini, Aquarius. It feels like somebody who is trying to tempt their friend's spouse, their companion's partner. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like this person hangs out a lot or is hanging out, but this other party that's in this equation really likes this energy that they're talking to. And you can catch them staring at this person, especially if they're staring at their butt. They're staring, you know what I mean? You're going to catch this person looking at this party with lustful eyes, right? And it seems like that's going to end this relationship, this friendship, or whatever this situation is, because that's when this person realizes that all the advice and information that they have been receiving has been coming from a very demonic entity, a very dark force. So they may have acted upon this lustful energy, this temptation, you know? And now they want to rectify the situation. Or fall guy. I keep hearing the fall guy. The fall guy. Tara. Shara. Does it feel sharer? It feels like somebody who is trying to intentionally flaunt themselves in front of somebody, you know, because they know what they're packing. You get what I'm saying? So if this person's ass is fat, they're going to try to like bend over in front of people or ensure that people see their butt. You get what I'm saying? They're walking into a room ass first type shit, right? If this person has, you get what I'm saying? Whatever, if this person is packing like a man, this man may wear gray sweatpants type shit. You know what I mean? But they're doing this type of stuff intentionally to try to tempt someone else, and this other party is already seeing what it's about. They know what it's about. They know what this energy is doing. And it's coming across to me as if these people are friends, they're companions, and they're conversing about this stuff because they're starting to realize that this energy wants way too much attention, especially if this energy is walking into rooms like backwards. You give, I don't know how that like resonates for y'all, but it's almost like, say for instance, if this person's ass is their best asset, they're showing that shit off. If their titties are their best asset, they're showing that shit off. But it feels like they're showing it off to their partners or friends partner. You get what I'm saying? It's like, ain't that your homies, girl? Ain't that your, it's something like that. Like, ain't that your girl? Get your bitch type shit. Get your man. Get your mans. Get your mans. Get your girl. It's that type of shit. But this person is so thirsty for attention that they can't help to act like this. They cannot help it. They cannot help it. It's almost like the attention of one person is not enough, so they need two. The attention, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like They get bored so easily or distracted so easily when somebody is not focused on their assets or their physical body, physical attributes, that they start trying to manipulate the people around them to look at them. I hope that makes sense. Like, say for instance, if this person is with their spouse and their spouse is not giving them enough attention, this person is going to turn the fuck up and get real flirtatious and start trying to flirt with their friends and associates or even strangers in front of this person to be able to make them jealous, right? And it feels like, again, this person is picking up on this shit. Like, this bitch, I heard this drunk ass bitch or something like that. So it feels like somebody who is really, really showing off, but it's pissing somebody off because they know why they're doing it. You know what I mean? It's almost like I said, somebody likes sexual attention. They really like getting sexual attention, or they really like people to lust after them in some type of way. And it's just like, nah, like this ain't gonna be that. This ain't gonna be that. You know? So somebody is ready to protect themselves, set up very firm physical boundaries because they know that they're not going to deal with anybody that they feel they have to compete for. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want their attention, go get their attention. If you want all of that attention over there, go have that. You know, but don't expect me to sit here in the shadows while you sit and go entertain all of these other people. You know, it feels like somebody who's trying to be serious with somebody, but this person wants to play. You know, they want to play, or they're just looking for entertainment, looking for likes, you know? So they're like, damn, can I really take this seriously? Should I really take you seriously? Or is this an opportunity that's really going to last? They're starting to question this type of stuff because it feels like they're aging, they're getting older or a little more mature and stuff, and they feel alone. It's almost like they can't talk to the person that they used to be their best friend. They can't confide in the people that they used to trust. They don't relate to the people that they used to know. You know what I mean? And it feels like now they want somebody that they can relate to. They know who they can relate to, but they may have been really crazy to this person, or really they may need to ask this person for their forgiveness to be able to come into their life, you know? Her Lara, or Liana, Leona, anything like that. Could even be like a Fiona. I heard fine. Yeah, so somebody is shook. They look shocked, but it feels like it's because they have the clarity that they need, especially when it comes to a relationship that's going on around them. You know, it feels like somebody is finally realizing, like, oh, that's why you pulled away. That's why you're sad. That's why, you get what I'm saying? That's why you don't want contact. That's why you don't do this face to face. That's why, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like somebody is finally starting to understand why this person is so guarded, or why this person is so emotionally distant, you know? Because it feels like they've had so many fucking excuses or so many reasons or assumptions as far as why this was going on. But no, this is a betrayal. It feels like somebody got betrayed. They were hurt. They were in pain. And this other energy, you know, it seems like they've been open about that. They've been very open about that. But in this other energy listened to them. They heard them. But it feels like they didn't put in any effort to help them pull the knives out of their back, or they didn't plan to put in any effort to help them pull the knives out of their back because they're sad themselves. Okay, so it feels like somebody who does not have the emotional capacity to help someone else heal themselves. So there are firm boundaries being put in place so this energy can kind of work out their own anger, work out their own frustration. Even if this is the person that's setting up the boundaries, like the frustrated person, you know, it's like they don't want to talk, they don't want to be close anymore because they're frustrated, they're pissed. You know, and there it's more sadness than anger from what I can see. But it feels like some other people are getting pissed because this person is sad. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, but it's like, how can these energies be mad that this energy's separated from them because they betrayed them? It's like, you hurt me and that's why I walked the fuck away. But this energy, they're pissed because, again, it's almost like it wasn't that bad. It's not that deep. It's that type of shit. But you can't tell somebody how to emotionally respond to anything, you know, especially some shit that you've done to them. If they feel like you betrayed them, you hurt them, you feel me? That's that. Like, if that's how they took that shit, because that is how they took it, and they look sad about it, but they look like they're in a happy place to where they don't really feel like being aggressive with nobody, but there's somebody here that still wants to be aggressive. So they're being called to exercise out their aggression, exercise their demons. You get what I'm saying? To realize that they aren't being a nice person, or they have not been a nice person. Even if it doesn't matter how much they try to avoid this shit or not face this reality, they were not nice. They were being a bitch or being an asshole to somebody or being very rude and disrespectful to somebody. And this energy is not going to fight with them, isn't going to fuss with them. They're just going to move accordingly, or they have moved accordingly. And now this other energy is trying to find a way to manipulate themselves back into this party's life, especially if they're trying to invite them to some type of event, some type of outing, a party, anything like that. It feels like somebody who's trying to break the ice by inviting somebody to an event or a party, but this person is not going to show up or be available, or even, they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there. So it's coming across to me as if somebody, that's when they finally realize, like, damn, it's over. Yeah, they'll finally realize that, you know. But it feels like somebody who may possibly be going through a divorce or some type of separation, or again a breakup. It doesn't, on any level, work, family, friend, or romantic, that they now are starting to appreciate or will start to appreciate, because it really feels like they're going to find their purpose through this. You know, it feels like this is a breakup or a relationship that someone is losing that turns them into a better person. You know, it's like this is the one that taught them a lesson. This is the event, the situation that is going to teach them to grow into a more mature energy or a more loyal energy. Because this energy is flaky as fuck. They're fake as fuck. They're fickle. They're funny acting. They're all of that. Like, they are so funny acting, especially if they're very judgmental, or if they come across as if they are entitled, selfish. This is a very selfish energy, self-focused energy, you know. But it feels like they're starting to hear that more and more, or they are starting to accept that they have been very selfish, you know, especially recently. And now they're just sorry, you know what I mean? They just look sorry. But again, it feels like the relationship is over, or whatever is happening in this connection, it just looks like this is a point of no return, or a situation to where it's like, yeah, I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget that. Like, you know, it's almost like whatever happened here, it left a stain on someone's heart. It has left a stain on their heart, or a stain in their memory, you know, or a stain on this relationship that they just cannot get out. And it's like, man, this really rubbed me the wrong way. It's almost like this is the shit that they wake up and think about. This is the shit that eats them alive, you know, and they want to heal, but they don't feel like they can heal while laying next to their abuser, or while still having contact with their abuser, or contact with the person that reminds them of this traumatic event. You know, it's almost like somebody is like I said, like, I'll forgive you from a distance. You ain't even gotta apologize. I'm gonna work myself through this shit and move on with my life. Okay. Especially if there's a Brie or a Brittany in this equation, because somebody is just like, nah, like, I'm cool. I have to work myself through this shit. Like, you know, because it feels like somebody is blocked, like they're blocked or shut out of somebody's life, or they don't have access to somebody anymore, or somebody's not talking to them. But it's because they were very jealous and mean to them. And I don't think they meant to be this mean or jealous or manipulative. In all honesty, it feels like they were just in a very dark place in their life, or a very angry place in their life. And now that their mood is starting to shift, things are starting to work in their favor again. They're starting to be happy again. It's like, damn, they realize how wrong they were. They realize how mean they were, how foul or how scandalous they were being, or, you know what I mean, how condescending they may have been, or whatever. But again, it feels like this is a wrong that somebody doesn't care to correct. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't have to fix it. Like I said, you don't got to say sorry. Just leave me the fuck alone. You don't have to acknowledge the shit. Just leave me the fuck alone. It's something like that. Like, we don't have to address nothing. We don't have to talk at all. You know, it was the L name that was just trying to come to me. But it is coming across to me as if you're being called to relieve yourself of stress. Like I said, this is a lesson learned. Even if emotionally you can't heal from this relationship or from this situation, or you still have not healed, there is our therapy, especially if somebody's going through like a hydrotherapy, or doing something to where water is a really big factor, like water aerobics or anything like that. Because I heard sad, and I heard the name, or like Kim even. But it feels like somebody has been very sad for a long time, you know? So they may be afraid to look at pictures of these people. They may be afraid to even face themselves, because they know how sad that they've made somebody. It's almost like they can feel this person's energy from a distance, you know, even though they're not physically connected to this energy, they can feel them. Or they may be spying on like their social media or accounts or something like that, to where they can feel this person's energy. They can feel that they're sad or that they're hurt, you know. And it's painful, you know, especially if there's a Taurus, Virgo, any earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Scorpio in this equation. Pisces, it doesn't make sense. Any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But somebody is just kind of like it's time to shake off this sadness, you know, and pick up their pieces. And they know that. They can't be sad anymore. They don't want to be sad anymore. I heard Rebecca, Becky, Beck, Beth, anything like that. Bet. But it feels like somebody's like, okay, you know, like this has happened. This is the reality. This is what it is. Let me pick up my shit and let me continue to move forward with my life, or let me continue to progress, you know. Or someone continuously checking the progress of something, the status of something, something like that. You know, it feels like someone who's constantly checking for progress, constantly checking their progress, constantly, you know what I mean, trying to see, look for improvements. But this all feels like self-improvement, you know, someone who's trying to fix themselves because they're finally doing self-reflection to realize again how selfish and entitled they've been for a while, you know, especially if they are trying to prevent somebody from playing a role, a duty, a job that they should be playing, you know, or trying to prevent somebody from being loyal and committed, to somebody that deserves it, you know. If I heard that's their child, that's your child. I keep hearing that. I'm hearing Forever My Lady, Jodeci. Forever My Lady. Y'all, he showed the fuck out. I just seen a picture of Casey, or not a picture, but a video of Casey yesterday coming in some concert on his security guard's neck, y'all. He walking through the aisles singing, singing and shit. Walk past somebody's plate. Well, let me get one of them. Grabbed a piece of this girl's chicken wing and bit that shit. Like I, I don't know why that just came to my head, y'all, but I literally just saw like Casey yesterday acting a fucking fool at that concert, and that shit had me on the floor because he was dead ass. Let me get some of that, and ain't move until that girl gave him some chicken. That was so funny to me. So, I don't know if drinking or somebody that's intoxicated or chicken wings. Um, I don't know how this is going to resonate, but it feels like somebody who is either purchasing food or purchasing something for someone, that they may have been told was a bird. They may have been told, was not worth shit, did not deserve it, you know, or it was too soon, or that they were wasting their time in this opportunity, you know. But it feels like, in all honesty, somebody has caused somebody to waste a lot of time and possibly lose a relationship with somebody or respect in a situation because they will not allow them to be responsible or to grow up, you know. Somebody is trying to grow up, trying to mature, and there's somebody here that is enabling them or trying to clip their wings, you know. Like, you can't, you can fly but not without me. You can fly but not that high. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're trying to regulate how happy someone else can be, because if they are too happy without them, they get jealous. But they know that this energy is supposed to be doing whatever this job is, this role is, without them. Like, they can't tag along for this. They can't be present for this. Because I keep hearing, I want to meet her, I want to meet them, or something like that. But this bitch looks like she's aggressive and jealous as fuck. Or he, him, whoever this is, shim, she, it, them, they, whatever. You feel me? This person is aggressive as fuck. Like, I'm going to be honest. They're aggressive as fuck and jealous as fuck and manipulative as fuck. So it feels like, I heard they're going to poison her baby. They tried to poison her baby or something like that. I heard that very loud and clear. They tried to poison their baby. They tried to poison their child. So yeah, it feels like somebody who may be trying to kill somebody else's baby, trying to kill somebody's child, or somebody who may have lost a baby, lost a child, is a really big factor in this equation. Because it feels like this person, again, there's a lot of guilt that's in this situation, you know, or someone who has lost a relationship with their baby, or someone that means a lot to them, you know. They've lost their baby is what I keep seeing or hearing. They lost their baby. They lost their baby. But again, it feels like this energy is, man, this is some shit that again, they haven't gotten over this, you know, and that's understandable. Whether this is abortion, this is miscarriage, this is, you know, an actual death of a child, but somebody looks like they lost their baby, like an infant. You know what I mean? And oh, my uterus is hurting. So I don't know if they're having issues with their reproductive organs to where they've been trying to conceive ever since and they can't, or they have been worried about conception after this loss, or they are trying to find a way to cope with this loss, you know. And this doesn't necessarily have to be their baby. This can be this they can be the baby in this situation, you know. This could be their parent or something like that. But it feels like somebody is really, really sorry because they've been manipulative and a lot of time has gone by, or a lot of time was wasted. A lot of money has been spent that they now can't make up for. They can't fix. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, the damage is irreparable in whatever this circumstance is. It's just is coming across to me as if now or do the right thing. Somebody's ready to do the right thing, especially if they're trying to avoid jail or court or divorce, separation, anything like that. You know, legal trouble in any type of way. Because they feel, like I said, they're, man, I heard they told on them, they told them or something like that. Tell them, tell. And I heard get a room for tonight, get a room for the night, or something like that. But it feels like someone who maybe messing with like prostitutes or people that have sex for money, or you know that they're doing some sketchy shit. I heard busted. Yeah, they may get caught. This may be like a sting or something. Like, you know what I mean? What is they call sting operation? Like to where these people are undercover, y'all. So somebody may be trying to buy some twat, and this is a cop, or this is a man. This woman got some extra equipment between her legs, y'all, and somebody's about to be called gay because they pulling up to come fuck with this person. Or they may be assumed to be gay because they pulled up to fuck with this person, or this person has their contact information, or because they were going back and forth in conversation with this person, when in reality, they may not have even known that this was a damn man. You know what I mean? It's like this person, I don't think this person knew that this was a man, or that this is a man, or, it's almost like, somebody is finding out that somebody has a dick way too late. You know what I mean? But it's almost like to the point to where they're up close and personal. Or they see each other face to face and somebody's like, oh, hell no, that's a boy. You know what I mean? Oh, hell no. So they try to get out of this situation, but it feels like somebody else is trying to blackmail this person or fuck with their reputation to make them seem like they're gay, or to make them seem like, you know what I mean? Or to make it seem like they're into some shit or doing some shit that they really may not be into. It's like, look, yeah, I may have been trying to buy some pussy, but I wasn't trying to fuck no man. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something like that, that's a really big factor here. Like, look, I said I was trying to buy some pussy. I did not know that was a dude. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Or this is a situation where somebody is not revealing their status to people that they're having sex with. They're not revealing their status to people that they're having sex with. They're putting them at risk. And that's why they may be afraid of court, because somebody knows that what they have, they know their status. They know their status, but they're not telling other people, and they don't look like they're having protected sex with these people either. So it feels like now somebody is starting to freak out. They're starting to stress out or starting to worry because this other party in this equation, especially like I said, if this is their spouse or this is somebody that's close to them, they're going to expose them, or they're going to start telling people that this person is sick or that something is wrong with this person to get people to prevent having sex with them, you know, because it feels like this person should be practicing abstinence. Like, they don't look like they should be letting anybody touch them sexually, or shouldn't be touching anybody sexually, but they're having sex with people that they devalue. They're having sex with people that they feel like aren't worth shit, because it's almost like they don't give a fuck about them. You know what I mean? It's like, well, if I got this, I can give it to them. I can fuck with these type of people. Like I said, like prostitutes or something. They may see these people as beneath them, so they don't care about fucking with them on that type of level or putting them at risk like that. But this person looks like they are. This is illegal. Like it looks illegal for this person to have unprotected sex with people, and they know that. They know that. Her Eric or Erica, but it's, whoever this energy is, does feel like a Pisces. They feel like a Pisces. I heard it's two of them. It's two of them. So I don't know. Like I said, if they're having threesomes, orgies, some wild sexcapades that are going on here. But again, this person looks like they're putting all of these people at risk at the same damn time. There that goes again, that future. So I think that came in Cancer reading, or it might have been the Capricorn reading. Cancer or Capricorn. One of the ones that just uploaded right before this one. But it feels like, yeah, somebody here is ready to protect themselves because they know, like, oh, they know something's not right here, something's off here, or that this person is risky, or whatever is going on in this situation. God has protected them, and you know, it's almost like they heard no, and they just took that as protection. You know what I mean? When they went through this loss, this life transformation, they just took it as if God, you know, this is how God intended things to be, and they accepted that, or are going to accept that, or are learning to accept that. You know, it was like someone who's learning to accept their reality. But a lot of this is causing them a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, you know, a lot of pain. But it feels like they're trying to inflict their pain onto other people, or their illness, their disease, their sickness onto other people intentionally. And they're sorry for this. They're sorry about this. I keep hearing their baby, my baby, something like that, my baby. I heard this motherfucker is crazy. I keep hearing that. This motherfucker is crazy. But it feels like somebody is intentional. I heard beat them to a pulp. What? What? Like I said, there may be somebody that is deceased in this situation, or somebody that has been battered. And I don't think that this person that they were fighting or having an altercation with knew that things were going to go this far. You know, it's almost like a domestic dispute where somebody kills their spouse, hurts their spouse. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like they wind up hurting them, killing them, instead of, you know what I mean, just fighting with them. It feels like a crime of passion, a crime of rage, or something like that is a really big factor in this equation. But it may have cost someone to lose their baby, to lose their child, or, you know what I mean, their life in this equation. You know? It's like somebody who is saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry repeatedly. But it's like after they realize what they've done, you know? This feels like somebody who has killed their spouse, or has the potential to kill their partner, the person closest to them, because again, they're it's like this uncontrollable rage or hate or anger that they have inside of them, and maybe not even directed towards this person. It feels like a lot of it is tied into circumstances, like things that they cannot control, things that have happened to them that are really fucking with them mentally, y'all. This is somebody that I would really recommend talking to. You know what I mean? Check in on this person. If you do have a Pisces in your life, please check in on this person, because it doesn't look like they're doing very well mentally. It feels like this person is in a space to where they are very angry. They look very angry and very self-destructive. If you know, and it feels like they are, somebody may be asking why, you know, why is this person, they may see it as being dramatic or over the top, or, you know, is it this, you know, but it's coming across to me as if this person is just like, this is the last straw for them mentally. I don't know how that's going to resonate, but it's like, this is the last straw for this person mentally. The straw that broke the camel's back is what I heard. They're tired. Especially if this person is like a Muslim religion, or of Arab descent. Anyone in this equation. rabies, rab, anything like that. Somebody looks like they're about to find out that, you know, they're about to get tested or find out their status or something like that, or they're being called to get tested to find out their status, you know. Feels like a really big factor in whatever is going on here. Someone who may have been dabbling in a situation or in a lifestyle that others may not know about. And whatever this lifestyle is, it feels like they brought this shit home, or were trying to bring this stuff home, or have possibly brought this home. But like I said, it feels like there's an energy that may have gotten out of this situation right on time. They may have gotten out of this relationship, this situation, this job, whatever this is, right on time. It's like right before this person was going to kill them, or right before this person gave them something, right before they contracted something. It's like they got out of this right on time, or right before, you know what I mean? But know your status. Please get tested if you are afraid that you're at risk, especially if you've been fucking with a Scorpio, especially if you've been fucking with a Scorpio or somebody in this equation that looks East African. They have a very Arab look to themselves, or you know, like Ethiopian, Somalian. They have a look like that to them. It feels like this person is very vengeful, very hateful, especially if there's again a possible Scorpio or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in this situation. Yeah. It's like someone getting something stuck in their foot is a really big factor in this equation. Someone getting something stuck in their foot, or sticking something in their foot, their feet. A really big factor. I heard diabetes. That makes sense. So regulating someone's blood sugar looks like it's really important, especially if this is tied into their mood swings. You know, they may be spazzing because their blood sugar is dropping, or maybe too high, or whatever. Like, it may be something that's going on with them that is causing their mood swings, but it feels like it's tied into their health. I heard something about moringa. So yeah, maybe like some moringa tea, especially if this person is going through like menopause. You know what I mean? Or some type of issues with their reproductive organs, hormones, all of that type of stuff. Raspberry leaf, dandelion. Oh my gosh, especially for the liver. It is really, really important to detox the liver. You know, as far as mood regulation goes, things like that. So raspberry leaf, dandelion, moringa, okay, things like that will really, really help, or can really help, I should say. You know, I heard lemons or limon. So somebody just looks very, very afraid. They look really afraid because they've been dealing with somebody who's very, very hateful, very malicious, and very sick. Very sick. Even if this person is just sadistic, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're very sick and twisted, and it's almost like they don't know how to get away from this energy, or they've been trying to get away from this energy for so long, especially for like 4 years. It's like now they're finally about to be set free because there's somebody else coming in to help them who hates this person, you know. So it's like, no, I know you don't fuck with this person, I know you don't want to fuck with this person, I know you don't want nothing to do with them, and this person has the same hate again for this person, this energy, or same frustration. They share your frustration, they share your pain, they get it, they know where you're coming from, you know what I'm saying? So you have somebody here that can relate to you. They can relate to you. It just feels like this person can help you get this monkey off of your back if this is you struggling with addictions, or you're able to help this person get the monkey off of their back, you know. But it feels like somebody who is sending the evil eye to someone. They look very fucking hateful, but they're hating on somebody that, because this person doesn't look like they want to be their friend, associate, or fuck with them on some type of level. You know what I mean? This looks really mean, like somebody who is being very, very mean because somebody doesn't want to be their friend, their boyfriend or girlfriend, their husband, their wife anymore. It's just like, I don't want to fucking be with you, I don't want to fuck with you, I don't want to be your friend, I'm cool, you know. But this person can't handle rejection, so they get very creepy. They start cyber stalking, they start physically stalking, possibly breaking into this person's home, possibly calling this person's job, things like that, especially to try to warp others' perception of this person, trying to warp how other people see this person, view this person, or what they think about this party, you know. But there's somebody here, I heard cram, Something like that. It's somebody in this equation heard this story. They heard this story and it feels like hell no, they got this person's back. They got this person's back because they know that this person was just trying to take advantage of them. They know that this party is just trying to take advantage of them, or they know this party doesn't want to fuck this person anymore, and that's why this other party is trying to slander their name. It's like, you just mad because they don't want to fuck you no more. You just mad because they don't want to kick it with you. You just mad because they ain't give you none. You feel me? You just mad because they don't like you. You just mad because, you feel me, they fucking with such and such. That, yeah, they are. They are, and they have to admit that, because that's real, y'all. That's real. Somebody is a hater because somebody doesn't want to be their friend, associate, affiliate, or, you know, business partner or whatever. But it's like, that's something that they have to deal with and work through on their own. It's not, doesn't mean you have to send the evil eye to somebody just because you think that they're prettier than you, or think that they, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's hateful. This is hateful as fuck. It's hateful as fuck, because they wouldn't be sending the evil eye to this person if they could hang with them, if they were attached to them, you know? Especially if there's someone in this equation whose name starts with the letter C. I heard China. Somebody in this equation is starting to realize that why somebody is always by themselves, or why somebody is single, why somebody wants to be single, especially because this looks like a fucking choice. This looks like somebody who is coming across abusers, or people who feel the need to sink their teeth into them like vampires. So they just continue to move along. It's like, why are you so obsessed with me as energy? You know what I mean? Why are you so obsessed with me? But this energy, they can't explain it themselves. They can't explain it, but it feels like it's spiritual work that's backfiring. They may have did some type of binding spell on this person and thought it was going to keep this person lusting after them, when in reality the shit went the other way. So now they are infatuated with somebody that they hate. They are really, really enticed, you know, like, by this person, and it feels like they don't. It's almost creepy. It's getting to a point to where this is kind of scary. You know what I mean? If y'all have ever seen the movie The Resident, it's something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, these creepy ass neighbors, these creepy ass people, this creepy shit. Like, oh my gosh, it's almost like, you know, somebody doesn't even, right, like I said, it's to the point to where it can make somebody suicidal. It can make them want to kill themselves, hurt themselves, or kill somebody. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't feel like they can go outside. They don't feel like they can do anything without being stalked or seen or watched or observed. And now this energy is starting to realize that this shit has really taken a toll on somebody's sanity, or it is going to take a toll on this person's sanity. You know, somebody looks like they are so fucking sorry for causing somebody to go crazy because they couldn't stop stalking them or being obsessed with them, you know? Thank you so much, y'all.